Oh, it's time. Welcome back to the Tulsi Gabbard Show,
Tulsi
episode
time.
25, guys.
103. Let's go. We made it.
We finally made it to 103 episodes of the Tulsi Gabbard Show. If you were subscribed to the OnlyFans, you would see the rest of the episodes. But for our free
True.
episodes, we're on 24.
Hidden OnlyFans. And it's free. It's free too if you find it.
No, it's paywalled.
Well, only the certain ones are.
I'm only
If you're
kidding,
catching
of
my
course.
drift.
Devin's reporting live from 1936.
That's right. It's we're coming out of the depression.
Yeah.
There's this guy with a shitty mustache, like president of
Did you
Germany
hear he
now. It's
won? Did you
crazy.
hear he won Man of the Year? Like
I did
last
not
year.
hear that. I did not. I'm hearing about there's words of appeasement is going on. There's
Among whom?
whispers. My secret staff.
Who's your super staff?
I said secret staff. Super staff.
I thought you said super staff. I was gonna say that's a sick ass unit.
That is a sick ass name.
So what you been up to?
Um, Low key, absolutely nothing.
For real?
Having a lot of nothing burger days.
Yeah, that's rough. It visibly looks gloomy where you're at.
Yeah, there's actually. I'm just in a colorless environment.
Would you live in a colorless environment if you could? Like just move there?
Um, no. Why the fuck would I want that?
I don't know. I bet some people would.
I guess in like specific cases where it can be like overwhelming is the only time I would think anyone would want that. Dude, life without color would suck.
Yeah. Did you see that video of Logan Paul seeing color for the first time?
I've seen every Logan Paul video. I'm Logan Paul
Seriously?
stan. No, but I did
Oh,
like, yeah, I saw that initially when it came out, and I saw the the dead body video when it came out. I
my
saw it before it
my
was taken
like
down.
my first impression of the Paul brothers was when they drove a jet ski into a backyard pool.
I didn't. I didn't really watch any of the Paul brothers besides like
I
those
didn't. I
videos.
watched that and then I watched like the news report videos about it where they're like, "This is insane hooligan things from a YouTuber."
I remember the Logan Paul apology too. That shit was legendary.
I made a severe and
That's gotta be. That's probably the best apology of all time.
yeah.
I can't think of a better one.
Nah, I think he nailed it. I mean, he did. He's in the WWE now.
It's true. Apology left him better off afterward than
You
before.
always gotta bounce back, dude. When you accidentally film somebody's lifeless body in a forest known for
And
people
then
killing
accidentally
themselves inside
upload
of,
it,
and then accidentally
not
live
edit it
stream it
out.
and then post it. I don't know if it was live streamed, but I know it was posted
Now you post that as a YouTube video. It's like
and
you
people
could have
had to
edited that shit out.
like complain about it on Twitter before it got taken down.
Yeah.
Like it just went through this shit, and then they're like, "Oh, um, Prime."
I can't figure out. You know the guy on Instagram who just like grabs pens off the table and shit.
The original guy or the guy that's way faster than him now?
The guy that's faster, like the weird ass looking dude.
Yeah, I don't fuck with him as much as the original guy.
No, I don't like him. I can't tell if he's actually moving very fast or if it's just like
He's
anyone
faking.
could do it, and it's just the blur of the camera that's making it look fast, and that's it.
Yeah, I wonder. I feel like it's like fast. Like I think it, cause he's like grabbing shit before shit falls over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
So it would
like
have to be like
it seems
edited
like
for
it
it to
would be
work.
really fast.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you
Oh,
ever
we gotta
given
try
Have
it.
you
We
ever
gotta
given it a
experiment.
shot?
I have not.
Maybe that's something to look into.
We gotta copy a layout of a video, like do exactly what he did.
Yeah. Um, Try to do that and report back about
That's too much work.
what we're
You're asking
talking
too
about
much.
is these pens would fall over and these guys would they would like move them really fast. They would like grab lighters and stuff and like swipe them off of a table really fast. And there was one guy who did it before. He feels more
He
legit.
did it with an apple. That dude's way more awesome.
And then
Like the first ever guy I saw.
the second guy has like weird eyes.
I don't fuck
And
with his eyes. He looks too French.
yeah, he looks very French.
It's like the most French person to ever exist, which is just a scary thing to think about.
You know what Ian and I saw on our walk today, out to the hut.
What?
Well, first it was shrubbery. We were climbing up like it was a really long like walk up to it, which I forget about all the time. And like it's been dead at the entire like forest area has been like dead for the longest time and gray and stuff. And now
Damn.
there's like now it's all green. And we could barely see
Oh,
like the hut. And while we were making our way up to the hut, we saw another hut. We saw like an even
like a
big
stick hut?
yeah. We saw an even bigger stick hut. And we came to it and it was like you can walk around in it. Like
Damn.
you could fit like maybe like 7 people in here.
There's probably like several homeless people that just actually live in that shit.
I don't think homeless people built it. Maybe they live in it now, but also I don't think so either because it's like it's far out. It's not like in the city. It's like you drive out and like you drive like kind of a ways out of the city, and then it turns into like a town. Like it just feels like a small town around here. But then it's out there, and this hut like you could walk around inside of it. It was like a little further away from our hut, and I was worried that they took the sticks from our hut to build this, but they didn't. What they did
That's
was what I realized. So it was kind of still built the same, where it's like triangles coming off of each other, but it had like it was just really insane. It was like it was more slim than ours. We kind of layer our stuff all a whole bunch, and theirs was like all they like everything that they just needed. And then I looked at the bases of all the sticks on the ground, and they were all sawed. So
wow.
these people were building it like out of trees that were in the ground still, which is something Ian and I did not do. Ian and I picked up all of our sticks. We pulled them off of trees that had fallen and stuff like that, but most of them were just on the ground already. And so like we would like find pieces and then we would like build an idea off of it, you know what I mean? So Ian and I
I
came to
feel
the
that.
conclusion that their hut doesn't count. It's disqualified.
Damn. Dude, what if you just like took a bunch of small trees out of the ground and like replanted them? You feel what I'm
Um
saying? And
oh
like make a
like
house out of that shit.
it would take a long
Like
ass
that
time
would
for
give
them
you
to grow. Like
That
to
would
where you
take a
can.
long time, but you get good structure
Are you
from it
talking
though.
about like making a treehouse
No, if you just like
or what?
if you had like four small trees and you plant them in like corners,
To build like a hut or
you
like
could
an
like
actual house?
yeah, you could build like a hut off that.
Yeah, that would be cool. With like branches coming off of it and shit to like stack walls on top of.
Mm.
Yeah, I really got into building huts and stuff. So also we came to the conclusion that it was like workers that landscape out there that built it. That was Ian's theory. Because like they would be the ones to know what to cut up and like build it because that's kind of psychotic to go into a forest like that with just like yeah, I'm gonna cut down all of these trees and build a thing out of it. I think they just like
I
had
don't
to
know.
either cut those down or some shit and then just built it, but I don't know. Either
I
way,
feel like it could have just been some kids who just like their parents brought them out there,
to saw
just
them
like
off.
have some fun for a couple hours. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean it's really
Give them a
well built as well,
handsaw.
but it's it's another hut, and so what we were thinking is once you
Should break
guys
that
come
shit
back.
down.
No, I'm just saying. I was thinking
Attack them. It's
when you
Hut
guys come
Wars.
back, we can build a. There's like this tree with other trees leaning on it, or like tree parts leaning on it already, and it's like the foundations to a teepee that's like close to our hut. And I was thinking if we put like these three structures out here, what if people just start building more huts, and then there will be like a hut village in this
It
like
is an awesome idea.
public forest of like just other random people's like ideas for shit.
We just gotta keep making more. We gotta build the whole hut forest ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, when I was telling Ian, like, I bet a lot more people would be happier if they had a hut to build. Like, if they had like a time where they could just go outside and like build a stick fort or some shit like that. Like, so just
Yeah.
some creative. It wasn't really creative, but like just like a fucking thing to do. But yeah, I fuck with hut building.
I'd also fuck with hut building.
Do you do anything anymore?
No, I do nothing.
Well, you go to the gym. How's that?
I go gym. It's solid. Numbers going up. Uh, that's about all there's to say about that.
Yeah, no, that's great. I'm glad that everything's great.
Like during the week, I just don't do shit. But like during the weekends, I go out. But
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. Dude, I saw there was like I passed by a cop coming into town to my house, and like he turned, and then he like went up the road and pulled out like behind, and like I was just driving and I'm about to make my turn to my street, and I just see like the lights flashing behind me, and
oh
I'm
shit.
like, dude, no, no shot. And then I pull over, and they speed past me.
Oh hell yeah.
It was like the 35 mile per hour zone. I was holding it down. I was like 34, but yeah, I was like, there's no way. And but nah, he just sped out of town. I don't know what he was.
That's
I
awesome.
don't know what he was after.
Some criminals, some misbehaviors.
Some wrongdoers. Devin, do you believe in nature or nurture?
I don't believe in Ian. Um, what
Did
do you
you make
mean?
that shirt?
No. This is a fucking
I just now realized.
volunteering shit.
I just now saw this shirt. It just looks like something you like printed out.
No, what's because it's in black and white.
Oh, does it have colors? Like, is
No,
it
it's just
supposed to?
blue, but
Yeah.
it
I
would
see
look
what
a
you
lot
mean.
more normal if it's not black and white, though.
Yeah, today, Ian and I recorded a video. So there's a ice bucket challenge coming back.
I don't even know what the new ice bucket challenge is for. I don't.
I heard it's for mental health. Um, I
The
guess.
goddamn liberals.
But no, but I don't know what like it came from back. I think people just wanted to pour ice on each other's head again. Um,
Yeah,
so we poured
yeah, it's a good social thing, I guess.
yeah. Um,
It
so
like it proves who your best friends are. It's like who you call out.
yeah, and then you open your Instagram and you see, oh, someone I know water on their head, and then we move on
I'm
to the
not
next
doing that
thing.
shit.
And so Ian and I went out and so Ian's a city folk now, and so
He's a goddamn
we were
city folk.
wandering the city, and we were determined to not have to pay for water, and we walked around many locations with a bucket that had holes purposely drilled in or like made into the bottom of this bucket to be used as like a shower bucket, like to put all your stuff in, and then all the water can drain out of it. And
What the fuck
so
did you use that
and
bucket?
so we took the duct tape that was holding up Ian's TV and we duct taped the bottom of this bucket with holes in it. That we walked around many locations where Ian was like, there's definitely going to be a water spout here. There's definitely going to be
There's gotta be one
we
here.
there's we went out to like a river, dude. And we looked at the river water and I'm like, dude, this is dirt water. I
Yeah.
can't I scooped it up and he looked at all the little things in it and he was like, no, I don't want to be. So then we just started walking as far as humanly possible because dude, this trail goes on forever. This is a very weird trail because it's like a camping trail, but there's not really anywhere to camp and you're not supposed to camp at certain times and there's trash everywhere. There is
Hell
so
yeah.
much trash in every like spot that there is. But there's also like a bunch of like diverging trails that like Ian and I like walked a certain path to get to a place and then we were like, dude, this goes on forever. We need to go back like before the sun goes away. And so and then we went back and we took a different route and we were like, wait, is this a different route? And we looked over and it's a completely different like way to get to the same place. But like more so than I don't know. Like usually like when a trail diverges it's something lame. But this was pretty cool. Other than the
Was it
trash
like
and stuff.
it's like it was overall a good trail though?
It's an interesting one to definitely go on. But like in terms of like this is a cool spot, there's just so much trash. It's
It's
actually
that
sad.
fucking bad.
It's really sad. It's
We
like it's
gotta
fun to
we gotta
walk
be
and
the good
explore.
Samaritans. If
It's
it's not
fun to
cleaned up.
explore. But dude, it's so much trash that it's like how long did this shit just like go on for? Like
Yeah.
what? I don't get it. It was a cool trail though. Came back, we were like, oh, I guess river water isn't clean. We eventually go to Culver's and we were like, we'll just get two large cups of water.
Culvers.
We'll get two large cups of water, put it in the bucket. We'll also get some food. We order the food, forget the waters. Then we go to a location that Ian believed had public bathrooms. Which Ian's original idea for public bathrooms was like going into a business and walking out with a bucket of their water. I don't know,
That's weird.
but eventually I was
You'd
like,
just be like
we have to
the We
find
Got Flow
one.
guy. We got flow.
I was like, we gotta find one that like is just outside, kind of like We found one, and we filled it up with water, and then Ian laid on the ground, and he put a rag over his face, and I waterboarded him for the video, because we wanted to have a funny spin on it. Um, yeah. He got waterboarded, and he like lasted for maybe 7 seconds. Devin, have
Before
you
he like
ever?
pulled it off his face and like,
Yeah, and like had to get air.
yeah, like he
Oh,
actually like was trying to breathe with it on his face though.
well, yeah, like he was like flailing around and shit. Like that was like the joke, and so he was just staying as long as he could under. I don't know. What have you ever been waterboarded?
No, I've not been waterboarded.
Ian was we were talking to Brett about it. Have you ever had like a wet shirt in front of your like face when you're trying to breathe?
Maybe I not in recent memory.
Well, obviously, but like it's kind of like that. That's how Ian described it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What's your method for getting rid of hiccups?
Uh, so I blow all of my air out and then I hold my breath there for as long as I can.
Ha-
That shit
ha-
usually works.
have you heard the fucking like the method of like so Brett and I were talking about like different methods of getting rid of hiccups, and the one I heard is that we is like the theory that we have a subconscious thing in our brain that our brain like in that specific spot forgets that we don't have gills, and so the point is to try to think and like think really deep in that you don't have gills, and then the hiccups go away. The only reason I even bring this up is because I tried it once and it worked. Like I
That's
got
interesting.
hiccups. I got like, and I'd get chronic hiccups and shit. Like they'd last a long time. And then I tried it like early on, and it like actually got rid of it. Brett told me his method was he calls it green grape method. you you have to imagine a green grape like really hard, and then the hiccups go away. And so I'm thinking, I think the cure to hiccups, my theory, is that it's like to think really hard about something else entirely, and like just like
Yeah.
take your mind off of it completely. Hello,
Oh my
Ian.
goodness.
Welcome to the show. Um, what story were we at, Devin? What were we talking about?
That's a hard question to answer.
Yeah, I was talking about the waterboarding, and then how's it going, Ian?
It's going good. That's all I
Then we
got.
started talking about hiccups.
Yeah, we were talking about hiccups.
What's your strat, Devin? For hiccups.
I blow out all of my air and then I hold it there for a while.
Hmm. I like that. Did Ace tell you about the think no gills?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the no gills are crazy.
It's just like I think it's just all placebo.
I like I like. Okay, sorry for interrupting, but what is your shirt, Devin?
It's a volunteer thing.
I just see acing autism, and I'm like, no, it's just kind of, I didn't expect it.
No, that's fair. That makes sense.
Um, Ian, you wanted to talk about Pill Eater.
Oh, dude, this guy. I don't know if you've seen his Instagram videos, Devin, but it's like the safe sleazy universe. You know what that
Wait,
is?
what's his name?
Pill eater,
Pill
pill
Eater.
eaters. He makes
I
like
will look
satirical
into
content about um, people that live in Brushwick. Fucking what is it called? Bushwick, Pennsylvania, I think. And it's basically just like satire.
I remember this.
I've never seen this before.
Never seen it. But so
I
basically,
can't find it.
nah, you can find it. Yeah, I believe in you. It may be pill eaters, I think.
I give up.
Yeah, but like basically, this dude's making the satirical content, which I found it pretty funny because
How would you describe it? It's like informative videos about these really niche people.
Yeah, like there's satire, obviously satire, but like there's still like a niche group of people that it's like satire about. You know, it's hard to describe it, but basically this dude makes a bunch of videos. He gets popular off them. I start watching him. I'm like, damn, this guy's kind of cool.
I don't fuck with that guy.
You won't fuck with them in a bit, but so then I get recommended another account that's named Pill Eaters. It's like, oh, it's probably like his alternate or something. Look through it. It's just evidence of him being a freak. The original dude, like this is a second page, like, but this is about like
Oh,
evidence of
yeah.
him being a freak.
This is the freak page. This is the wild out page.
Yeah, but like it like showed like this evidence. There's like these multiple screenshots of the dude of the pill eater role playing as an Asian female to a white guy. And there's a bunch of this shit about it.
Interesting.
And on his description of his pill eater account, his main one, it's AXA, which stands
Main
for
Pill
Area.
Eater account.
Yeah. The account where I found like the fake shit was like another person basically exposing the dude. But oh, he's gone. He just walked out. It was too boring.
I'm still here.
Oh.
No, fuck the story. I'm leaving. Shit was so boring. I just left.
He's not even back in frame either. He's just gone forever.
It's like when he's hearing the freestyle and he puts his phone in the trash.
Dude, they keep freestyling. I don't know why you keep freestyling.
Probably latency.
I feel like it couldn't have just been latency because it was for a while. It was like a couple seconds after he's in the trash, he's just still rapping.
That's awesome. So yeah, so this pill eater guy.
Long story short, he supports this ideology of Aryanism x Asianism, or Aryan x Asian, which is basically just like so. It's a ideology which is weird enough how it is, but it's an ideology that says that whiteness is not a race, Aryan's a race, and the only two people that should like live and exist are Asians and Aryans, and that's what the XAA goes up. And it's basically just like these white dudes, these millennial white anime dudes, and they just want to like date Asian people, and they think this ideology is the greatest thing ever. And it's funny,
Sense.
he made these videos like making these satire
Taking
videos
notes on
because
this ideology.
but it's funny
Asian
because
women have to fuck white guys. That's
Yes.
the first line of scripture.
yes, that I mean dead serious. That's what it was. Because it's
How do I
like the two.
join?
The problem is this idea. I'm pretty sure was originally on the right side, was the right side of the spectrum, because there was still like a white nationalist group, but they just like threw Asians in there because it's like they want their Asian anime girlfriends.
Dude, that's so Coomer minded.
Well, no, it's also ridiculous because they also think like Asian girls like are better girlfriends and shit. Have you? I haven't. This is so niche. This is like actually getting into such niche territory, and that sounds terrible out of context, but it's crazy. And like Pill Eater specifically was making like these characters and his little shows, and these little like videos have Asian girlfriends, and I think that's like a direct thing from him, which is so weird. Like the dude's a freak. Like dude's an absolute freak, and I hate like, and I like told myself
dedicated.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And then he turned. He was right, like he was right wing, and then he went left wing. So, but he still has the same like nationalist ideas, I guess. I don't know. Dude's weird. He has his own blog, and he has his own literature about Asian culture.
Damn, dude.
He has his own literature about Asian culture.
Pill Eater lore is crazy.
So weird.
Yeah, dude, and that's just like the surface level. There was like, it turns out there's like other channels and shit that I just haven't gone to. He also makes music, so
interesting.
Can we listen to some of that right now?
I think it's industrial metal. I think that's what it is. I'm not even joking.
God damn it.
Yeah, he has his own website. He has a blog. Okay, wait. Let me go see if I can find his music. Here we go. Yeah, holy shit. He has so. Wait. It's so weird because he has like all of his like albums that he made in like the different genres. So we have at the bottom here we have Mario Paint Noise.
What?
Mario Paint Noise.
I feel like I've heard that title before.
Dude, he has so many okay, wait. On his
spent a lot of time on Aryan Asian blogs.
No, this
I
is
don't usually.
It's crazy because this is the first time I've heard this is the first time I've heard something like this.
Yeah, it's really weird. I wonder if any Asian women know what this is.
Well, I also they're people say like there's actually like a small like there's a community on Reddit that I didn't get too further in this because it was very surface level, but they say that Asian women dating white men is politicized because in Asian cultures politicized because in Asian cultures they think dating a white man is like bigger privilege and shit, higher privilege.
Yeah. You mean Aryan?
Aryan, sorry.
White is not a race, Ian. Aryan
is not a race.
Yeah, because sorry, there's not because the Aryans were the original white people.
You have to date an Asian woman, Ian. You don't get it. You don't understand.
And it's interesting because this is like the only person on the internet. Like when if I search up Aryan X Asian, Pill Eater's the only person that comes up.
So did he come up with it?
I'm guessing.
Dude, if he came up with it, then that's not a real thing. That's literally just white dudes that are so in their own rooms.
It's him. He's the white dude.
I know, but I'm saying like
Aryan dude.
I don't think it's like a real thing.
Sorry, Aryan
dude. It's
dude.
only this dude. Like, no, this is how it is, dude. Asian chicks love this, and it's awesome.
I think it's just crazy that this dude like makes these pretty funny satire videos. It's just a fucking freak.
Yeah, that turns out to be a lot of them.
Yeah.
Dream.
Freak.
Dude, when is Dream dropping? I need Dream to drop new music.
Normal pills.
I need some shit. I need some shit like the Mask level again.
Yeah.
Like I need that energy back.
You guys remember the gay remixes that were really popular?
No, how did
Yeah.
it
How did
No.
it go? Ian?
How to go. You can put the video up, Ace, right here. You want to put it
I
up?
don't know what you're talking about. What video?
He isn't. If you recite it, maybe we'll figure out.
No, I'm not gonna cite it, bro.
What the? Why?
Cause
Alright,
Okay.
then I guess nobody's gonna know what you're talking about.
no, people will know.
Those who know.
Those who know.
Dude, today when I was driving to go pick up Ian's dumbass because he doesn't know how to drive, I was seeing college people walk around this college town, and I was looking at him, dude, and I was like, I wrote this thought down. I was like, my perception of college students haven't changed since I've seen Transformers 2. They still seem like the same, like those people in that movie.
That's awesome. That's an awesome way to view such a large portion of the population.
Well, I don't know. It was just like, damn, dude, these people
That's just
are
really
like,
funny.
I don't know. Like, they're just like, yeah, this. I don't know how to else describe it. Like, they just remind me of that. But I love Transformers too. Do you guys like Transformers or no?
I love Transformers. It is some of the best films of all time.
To be honest, I didn't watch them until like you guys would like watch them. I didn't really care. I thought the toys were cool. Like I thought the toys were always really cool, and I would always fuck it up trying to turn Optimus back into a truck. But I thought the toys were cool. But no, I never watched that shit because I didn't really care.
Ian told me the other day to check out this song he found called "Monster" by Skillet.
So
You are not fucking serious right now.
you are putting lies on my name, bro. This is crazy. No, he's lying. He's trying to put lies on my name.
Dude, I would never.
You would do that shit in an instant, bro.
How do you even come up with? How do you think of a song like that? Fucking Skillet, man.
Dude, that song's a banger.
I have not heard a Skillet song in so long.
Real talk, I think "Monster" by Skillet beats out any Nirvana song.
Full stop.
Full stop.
I'm gonna assume that's not true. I'm
Just
listening
have
to them.
Dude, if people that listen to rock had Twitter, that's what I would say. That's the type of shit I would say.
Yeah.
But no, all I see now on my Twitter is literally just people still debating Drake versus Kendrick. All they do is compare the numbers. All they do is they're like, oh, they're playing a show in the same city. This one sold out first. I guess Kendrick
You comment
loses.
on that shit. That's the only reason I see stuff like that. Is you comment on it.
Dude, I
And then I'll see that post.
That's all my
Because I don't
all
see
the
any
time.
of that.
I showed Ian my Twitter feed. All of it is just that and Kanye.
That is
Kanye.
really funny.
Kanye takes up like 60% of my timeline. Like, just like my For You timeline, because he tweets like 300 times a day.
Inject Kanye into your brain.
What the fuck?
Holy shit.
Is
Holy
he
shit.
choking on water right now? Are we
Dude,
watching
I
it
just-
drown on land?
Damn.
Oh my lord. Holy Lord. Dude, I just drank. Dude, holy Lord. I just breathed water, dude. Like, full stop. Just straight into my lungs, dude. I took a gulp and it was like the wrong hatch, dude. The wrong hatch was opened up. Goodness.
God damn.
This is some great podcasting.
It's fantastic. Dude. That'd be so funny. Imagine just like a random person is listening to this and then they just suddenly hear Ace fucking break out. Just break out in the car.
For like 40 seconds.
I hope so, man.
Like playing it on a pack
If
out.
one, dude,
Playing it
if
on a
one
pack
random
out
person
speaker.
sees a moment like this, it will be
Playing it.
worth it.
Playing it in like a carpool of people.
You guys listen. You guys mind if I listen to my podcast? It's just fucking. It's just it tastes good. Oh yeah, that's this part. This part's the best part. It's just Ace dying.
Anyways, what's your guys'
Anyway,
what's your guys' favorite fucking
His
your favorite
topics.
Digimon?
Did
I
you?
don't
Dude,
know any of them.
Oh my
The
God,
one that
dude,
looks
hold
like
up.
Charmander.
hold up. Which one was my favorite, man? This is actually kind of big.
I don't know
Fuck,
any of
the
them.
main-
Did you watch all of Digimon? Ian?
No, I would always.
Fucking
Like, how-
big ass Digimon fan.
Well, no, I still like that. Like, I always loved like that era of like the real life game and then the anime cartoon that went along with it. Like, the ice is gone now. Dude, why is when I start talking, you guys leave? This is why.
Fuck you, Ian.
One of these times, I just gotta be talking and then I just gotta leave.
Nah, you don't have the aura. You could never pull that off.
I
We
think I
just
can pull it off.
immediately start making fun of you. That's when we go like, oh, thank God. It's finally gone.
Where'd he go? He just disappeared. I think the coughing actually killed him.
It might have taken him out.
Dude, how does Digimon work? What is Digimon?
I actually don't know. I watched almost all of it, no idea.
Dude, that's so funny.
Dude, I bet Niall would know.
I never gave a fuck about Digimon.
So before you left, Ace, I know my little thing there. I loved watching like those. Like I would always watch like sitmics of like Pokemon or Digimon or fucking Beyblades, like that shit. Like I would just always watch snippets of those shows when they were just on the TV. And I would just get like a little bit of each.
Yeah, I used to catch episodes. I used to have like I don't know, maybe DirecTV where I could like scroll out and see when it's on, and I would watch it then. I would watch Pokemon Diamond and Pearl when they made it to the league and they're fighting each other for the Pokemon Master. I fucked with that. I fucked with Black and White TV show. I fucked with the X and Y TV show when they had Mega Evolution. Animation for that was awesome. Devin, what kind of anime do you watch these days?
You big anime guy, Devin?
Invincible is the only anime.
I don't even
think
call that-
counts.
That's racist.
That's not. That's like
racist to say.
The main character is Asian.
yeah. It's not racist.
It's anime.
Anime. But I would say that's probably like more Western cartoon.
A little bit, maybe, yeah.
A little bit.
I wouldn't call it an anime.
Ian, what's your favorite anime?
Dude, that reminded me of the interrogation.
Yeah, the
by,
Danny Danny Boo Boo technique. That's what it was. I was just thinking that.
The fucking
Audio
super
li-
mega interrogation.
Yeah, Super Mega.
Dude, audio listeners would never be able to see that. They would never be able to witness that.
Dude, there's not audio versions of this. There's not going to ever be.
Well, if you just don't watch the video and just play the audio.
Nobody's
That's
doing
not-
that.
I mean,
Pro
people might-
listener tip: if you use YouTube on Safari, you can turn your phone off while it's playing, turn it back on real quick, press play, it keeps going, screen off.
That's a Safari pro tip right there.
I'm gonna have
Safari's-
to remember that in 20 days when I turn off my free subscription to YouTube Premium.
Dude, I'm a dumbass. I did it like 3 times with stuff where I did a free trial and I was like, oh, I'll remember. I'll cancel.
I'll
Nah,
cancel
but
it.
the thing is, I always
And I
think
did not.
I always think about that, and the only way I could justify is I made a note on my notes app of like the date, like a couple days before it charges me. I'm gonna try to figure out how to unsubscribe. But I'll probably forget, and then I'll pay for YouTube Premium, which is insane. I don't need YouTube that bad.
Dude, I low-key, I think I owe Crunch Fitness like $300.
How do you?
Fitness.
How? What?
Are you
Dude, 'cause-
indebted to Crunch Fitness?
Dude.
I am indebted to Crunch Fitness because when I went on vacation to Myrtle Beach, I went to a Crunch Fitness and I was like, oh, I'll get a day pass. And so I thought that's what I did. But apparently, I fucking signed up for a
Damn.
membership and I had no idea. Now I gotta handle that shit. I gotta
So wait-
yell at some random person and ruin their day.
So wait, are you just $300 down now?
I haven't
Yeah.
paid it. Like I'm gonna try
Oh.
to get that shit canceled, like so I don't have to pay it. Because I shouldn't have to pay for that bullshit.
No, you shouldn't. That's fucked up.
I never went to a gym after that.
Yeah, I would hope. Subscriptions fucking suck. I I pray away the day that Calvin's mom stops paying for the Spotify premium.
I second that strongly.
Yeah, are you a part of it too, Devin?
Yes.
I can't
That's so
lose
funny.
that, dude. If I have to
No.
start paying for Spotify, which I would have to, is the problem. I like
We could share one.
I try to stop myself from like forgetting that like I'm just like my entire like mood is in hands. Fuck, maybe I shouldn't have name dropped her. God damn. So Devin name dropped somebody and we had to cut it.
Dude, this is a crazy deflection and lying from Ace this episode. Dude, what
obviously
is
it cuts
this?
off right when I'm
Bullshit.
talking. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Ian
Ian
was
name
telling
dropped
us-
someone. I don't know why
yeah,
Ace is
Ian
blaming
was-
that on me.
Ian was telling us some wild things before when I had to cut all that out.
He said, I can't believe the things that came out of his mouth. I never heard some of the words that he said before.
Yeah, thank
I
God
don't think-
nothing was recorded during that. Because I would
I mean,
I
it
would not be able
was.
to collect.
I could still
No,
just
it
not
wasn't.
cut it out.
We're gonna use this shit later and just destroy you.
Cause like I didn't know you could like you came up with words that sounded like how bad.
Well,
you described
no,
it
okay.
was. I was
It's
You
just
were
like-
making sounds at some point that was, it felt so wrong to hear.
you just like cut so many groups of people like deeply, and I felt it.
Just everyone, really.
Well, you gotta if you can't be you can't.
Just sending shots at everyone except for like Asian girls for some reason.
Well,
He actually, there's the Asian Queen's clause in the middle of his speech, which I thought was weird.
no, it was not at the middle. It was like the third, like it was after the third stanza about like those people.
I couldn't even tell you who those people are. You talked about so many groups of people. I don't know what part you're talking about. You know what I mean?
You'll know.
Okay.
But no, talking about this Asian Queen clause, yeah, Pill Eater. I'm actually have a total like change of heart from that dude. That dude knows what he's talking about. That's about it.
What game is Brett playing?
Last of Us. Not
He's
too
playing.
bright.
He's playing Sun Simulator.
Sun
GTA.
Simulator?
Yeah, that's what it is right now.
Why are you lying to me like this?
I'm not. Why would I lie to you?
Why
Why
are
would
you
I?
doing
Why
like
would I?
this?
Why am I lying to you?
Fucking with us. Why
Why am I lying to you right now? That's Sun Simulator.
Yeah, why are you lying to me?
I'm not lying. That's Sun Simulator. If you look in my camera, see you can see the sun.
Yeah, I get that. No, I totally get that. Devin, what's been tickling your fancy as of recent?
What does that mean?
What have you been doing?
Wait, Devin, you don't know what tickling your fancy means?
You gotta have
No,
been doing something.
Oh, he is playing The Last of Us. isn't he? He is.
Keen eye.
with Sun Simulator.
Scrolling Twitter for
That's sad.
hours.
How's
That's
that?
sad, man.
Sleeping's been hitting hard.
Sleeping
What's
does
been
hit
in your
hard,
Twitter
man.
feed? Any interesting
Slop.
factoids?
Slop.
Just slowly changing. It's really interesting. It's like essentially people saying the same thing, and then it just slowly changes and shifts.
That sucks. All of my stuff is like
It's
insanely
annoying.
different opinions all the time. And like all of them are like stuff I would never like. I'm like, dude, what?
And then also just every other video is those complete slop videos where it's just like cutting things. Like it's supposed to be like satisfying and shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Except
no.
it's just a minute long video. I get so many of those.
really? That's kind of interesting. I don't get any of that.
I must actually be watching them because I don't know why else it shows up in my feed so much.
What's on the left side of the screen? Like next to the
What do you
cutting
mean?
video? Or is it literally just cutting videos?
It's literally just the cutting video.
I thought you were watching like a podcast clip with like the cutting soap next to it.
Here, I'll send you an example.
Are these like Twitter accounts that like just do that? Like,
Yeah.
you just go, really? That's interesting.
I feel like I must just like pause on them and when I'm not paying attention and I'm like going on my phone or something. Because there's no way I watch enough of it.
Yeah. So what we're watching is a dude with ridiculously long fingers grabbing a bunch of putties, flower-shaped putty, and then
He does have
rolls
long
it
ass
into
fingers.
donuts, and then puts things on the donuts. He puts the cream on the donuts, and ships them out to all the customers. Devin, have you ever gotten an idea for like a business?
The Insane
Like
Corrupt
growing
Network.
up or anything?
Not really. Well, I guess, yeah. Now that I think about it, I had one where I want to do. I'd still be down to do it. Fucking PC repair, dude.
Yeah.
Look, that shit's fun as fuck.
In that same vein, Kanye West tweeted, "Name one good Tyler the Creator bar. Name an actually good Kendrick line." Do you guys think you could name one?
No.
I'm having such a hard time right now. This is.
Dude, I don't.
I definitely
fucking,
can.
Kanye
But
West is putting you on the spot.
this is fucked up. Kanye West is pressing me.
What are you gonna
I
say?
can feel his presence.
Wait, who are we saying? Who are we saying shit to?
Can you name a good Tyler the Creator or Kendrick Lamar bar?
The fucking the bricks bar in that one song, where like all of his shit was like connected.
That's
lyric
true. I know what
breakdown
he's
video.
talking about.
Yeah, the cocaine bricks where it's like, oh, the 21's like a stack or some shit.
I think my favorite is Buster.
He is not your savior.
Or top of the morning, that one goes pretty good too.
True. Kanye
Sounds
never
like-
done some shit like that.
No,
And
he
then
has not.
Poopity Scoop in 2018. He fucking took a
Nah,
he took
that's
a beat
fucked up.
from he
That's
took a
fucked
beat
up
from
if you do
Drake
that.
and was like, actually, I'm using this, and then did that shit.
He should have made an actual song. It was too good of a sample to do that shit with.
That's the point.
No.
Nah, I don't fuck with that. If it was like a
Understand the
pretty
genius.
good, no, if it was like a pretty good sample, that would be funny. But like, that was just such a like magical sample, and he just throws it away. I don't fuck with that.
I fuck with it. I fuck with that song.
I don't fuck with that.
I'm
I can't
pretty
fuck
sure-
with that.
I'm pretty sure that and the song Ye versus the People were going to be the lead up songs to this album called Love Everybody that he was going to put out in 2018. And the alternative name for the album was Hitler. And this was back in 2018. Like, and nobody was like, nobody batted an eye or anything. Or
Yeah.
maybe the information only came out after the 2022 incident.
What is up with Kanye West saying that he's sucking off his cousin as a child? Is he just like saying he actually did that?
Yeah, I would assume so.
That is fucking insane.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I literally don't. I just saw it and fucking.
He also just might be lying too. Like he,
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, is he just making this up? Like, just to say like something crazy, or like,
He could just be bringing it up to be something crazy, but I could also see it being real. Cause he's also just like hyper fucking horny all the time now, and shit like that.
I mean, it's because he did
So it
fucking
could
nitrous.
like
Like, that should
fucking.
just fuck his brain up.
Nah, even before. Like, I'm thinking he probably just had, like, this traumatic, like, kind of life-rippling experience and shit like that. Like, I can see
Yeah.
that. Yeah, Ian and I just came back from a walk where I described, like, all of Kanye's downfall and why it was really sad.
It is.
Yeah, Ian, what,
He didn't say some shit.
um,
Ian, can you split some bars real quick?
Dude, please drop a freestyle on us.
burger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger,
Buns,
Big
patty,
Mac,
pickle, cheese, put that burger in between.
burger. What? It's burger. What?
I was wiping away a stud because I had to move these wall studs to fit a low voltage panel box into the wall to be able to power the TVs with internet, maybe. I don't really know what the low voltage is for. It's just for the TVs. But I had to put the panels in for them, and I had to move almost all the studs because they just didn't fit in between the studs. And I was wiping away to like be able to write down a mark of where I was gonna put the stud at, and then I got a splinter underneath my index fingernail, dude.
Oh
Yikes.
fuck.
Like I thought I just cut it on something, and then I thought it was like dead skin on my finger. So I was like, I won't fuck with
Oh.
it until the end of the day, and then I was like, oh shit, that's like a full ass splinter right on my fingernail.
Ah shit.
And then I like
Yikes, brother.
ripped that
You
shit
just
out.
had it in for that long.
Yeah, I genuinely just thought it was.
That's
I mean, it
fucked.
still hurts, but I got all the shit out. I just thought it was the
Yeah.
pain of, like, because it
That's
was
so
like
gross
bleeding and
to
shit.
think about.
But yeah, that shit sucked.
That sounds like it sucks. I remember I did some shit like that with the fucking motherboard pins. Those shits are so small
Oh really?
and they're pretty long. And I just fucking I don't know why I was pushing my finger down so hard. I was probably just trying to push another one on and I slipped or something and just fucking jammed one
Oh,
down under my fucking
fuck,
fingernail.
dude.
That
Oh,
shit,
I hate
dude,
this
they're
shit.
so thin. It was like a needle. Like,
Oh my
oh my
god.
god.
Dude, I don't fuck with fingernail shit, dude. That's so gross.
I think the grossest thing is fucking the full-on fingernail thing coming off. That
That
sucks.
is pretty fucking nasty. You saying you've done this?
I wouldn't say I've done that, but like I've gotten my foot stepped on, like with a cleat, and
Nah, toenails are different.
toenails are different.
Toenails are different. I got bullshit with my toenails. I've
Okay.
peeled a toenail off before.
Oh, like a whole thing?
Damn.
Yeah,
What the fuck, dude?
this shit was dead as hell,
Okay.
and it didn't hurt that bad.
Yeah, no,
But
mine was so
I
weird.
couldn't imagine doing that with a fingernail. That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Mine was weird because it got hit, and then there was like two layers, but the bottom layer was the actual one growing, so it was just pushing the top layer. It was so weird.
Yeah, I don't. I don't fuck with toenail shit.
That's his opinion.
Oh, fuck with toenail shit.
Controversial opinion. I know,
That's fucked up, man.
but somebody has to say it.
Ace, when you broke your collarbone, how long did that shit take to heal? It seemed like you were just fine the whole time. Like it felt like you never changed.
It was like a couple months probably. And never, I mean, it was just like if I moved my arm a certain way, I could fucking feel it in my in like my bone and shit, and it's gross. So
Oh,
I
that's
just had to keep
disgusting.
my arm positioned a certain way. And it was fine. But yeah,
So,
that,
like,
night, that night I was like I was peeking through this like window at where Ian was at, and I was like doing a meme that I was looking through the window. And then like I thought somebody saw me, and so I was gonna like run away like a cryptid, like just like speed off. And so I bolt off and just fucking smoke a dog fence.
Like a short ass dog fence.
yes, like it
Short-ass
goes up
dog
to like
fence, a black dog fence that in the dark, pitch black. I literally I got hit by a trap like a bear. And I
yeah.
fell over, landed on my shoulder, and then just like pop something. And then I'm like, oh no, oh I know, and I knew exactly what I did, but I was like, nah, there's no way, there's no fucking way.
That's how it is, dude. That's how it is.
And I just sat down and I was like, yeah, I just need to sit down. I think I just knocked the wind out of myself. That's what happened. And so I laid down in a bed that night and just tried to feel better. And then it was like 7 a.m. and I was like, I can't even move. And I need to go to like the ER. Like I fucking locked up. I had to like, dude, like having to like pull my body up, like stressed right where the fucking shit broke.
Oh,
So
Oh.
hard. And then I had to like get into my car, drive over to my mom's, and then she'd take me to the ER. But yeah, it was.
Ian would have taken you if he was a real one.
Nah, I wanted to
Oh.
show my mom. I was like, I don't
Yeah,
know if it's
they were-
broken. She's like, it's fucking broken. Get in the car. Okay. But yeah, I mean, it didn't break that much. It like fractured and shit. But yeah, I mean, I guess it kind of healed itself.
Fractured and
My
shit.
collarbone's uneven now.
That's weird.
Awesome.
Did you
I also
feel it
have
and it's
uneven
just different?
collarbones.
Like it's like shifted up and down. But I guess it's fine. Which is funny because my dad also has a broken collarbone where one of them's uneven. And then so does my
Weird.
grandpa. Like his
Damn.
dad. So we all
It's
just
genetic.
we just
All your
all
brothers.
break
This
one
can
of our
happen to all your
collarbones.
brothers.
I don't know. It's definitely gonna happen to my kid though.
Yeah.
Dude, I broke this shit coming out the womb.
Really.
Damn,
I
you're
just
too
have
powerful.
I just have like a big ass bump right here on my collarbone.
Maybe you just got dropped. You were considered.
I got
that?
dropped as a kid.
I guess I don't remember it that maybe I was dropped.
Ian, did you say you got dropped?
Yeah, I got dropped as a kid.
We know.
Yeah, yeah.
What's your guys' earliest memory?
I remember driving around in the back of my dad's car in like a little booster seat.
How old?
Maybe like 5, I would say.
5 is when I can remember the most consistent, but the earliest, dude, I think I got 3. I think I've got like
3?
images.
That's what I have.
think I have like images and blips of age 3, some 4, and then a lot more in 5. Type shit.
Really? What about your 3? What was your 3?
It was a birthday party at a golf place that I've never been to since, but I have such a vivid image of it. Because we went into the back room and I had a SpongeBob themed birthday cake, and for some reason I was really pissed that day. I was so pissed on my birthday. And I remember going into like this apartment thing that we lived in, and the other mental image I know like of my earliest memories is seeing one of like the SpongeBob like things that stick into the top of the cake in the dishwasher cup, like your like holder thing. It's just one of the earliest memories I have. Is seeing that. That and the All Aboard the Choo Choo Train song. I'm trying to remember what
That was
program
awesome.
that was on, but that's a banger.
All aboard the choo-choo train. All aboard the choo-choo train.
What
I
age
should
did you
have-
go into preschool? It's like
3.
6, right?
Preschool?
3?
It's like
Preschool?
wait,
Preschool? It's like 5. Preschool's 5.
No.
Ki-
Yeah.
Kindergarten
probably
is first
4
grade.
Or 5, 4 or 5.
Kindergarten's first grade?
Mm,
Or is that the one before first grade?
no, it's kindergarten. So it's preschool, kindergarten, first grade.
Preschool is around 3 to 4. Or
Yeah, and then
3 to
kindergarten's
5.
like 5, 6. First grade is like 7.
Well, I guess I didn't do preschool. I guess I did pre-K, I think.
I went to like a daycare type thing.
Maybe I did both.
I didn't
I'm
go to
I'm remembering things, but like in very small
doses.
details of each of them, and I don't know if it's actually 2 separate things or actually all the same thing.
Interesting.
To be honest, I don't remember being in preschool or pre-K. Or what? I remember one time, actually, I remember walking from school. I can't, I have to like pinpoint. I think it was around 5, I would just think. So maybe that's a preschool thing. Or whatever. Kindergarten thing.
I never went to preschool, but I went to like a daycare thing that would do preschool things. Like we never like learned, like we never sat in desks or anything. We had like toys to play with and shit, firemen, action figures, and then they made us do a play. And the play that excuse me, the play that I got assigned was the Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf.
Oh no.
And dude, guess what part I got to do?
You were a little piggy.
I was the Big Bad Wolf.
Hell yes.
Oh no.
And so it was like these three girls. There's a recording of it. I kind of remember being there as well. Like it's still like mental images, and then like there's like a full video of it, of like me being of like the girls are like saying them, but you can barely hear them saying the lines, and then you hear me going, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," and then I blow their house down, and they like drop like a sign of like a straw house, and then they move to the next house. Next one knocks over, and then the last one, and then I don't blow it down. And this is a spoiler alert for the Big Bad Wolf, by the way.
Oh shit.
So I actually climb up into the chimney, and then they hold up a giant board that has a giant pot that has flames coming all over it, like coming up from it, and
Oh yeah.
I fell into the pot that they put at the bottom of the chimney, and then they vanquished me. But yeah, I kind of remember like getting ready to do that. That was probably like 4, 5 maybe. I remember coming home from school on my 5th birthday that I was celebrated at school, and I was like, "Guess who's 5, Mom?" And she was like, "You're not 5 yet. It's in like 2 days." And like it's just weird not like thinking of like I just didn't have a concept of time. It was just like, oh wait, no, we just celebrated it today. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm remembering as a kid right now, I have like a horrible fucking sense of direction. And like we lived in a decently sized town when I was younger. When I was a little boy, I was like 7,
When you were
and I would like
boy.
bike. I would bike around
We
to
lad.
get to places, and I just got lost so often. Like I didn't have like an iPhone to like fucking map to get places.
That's
Fucking
awesome.
little kids these days don't know.
They have it so easy. They can't get
They have
kidnapped
it so
nearly as
easy.
easy.
I got an iPad at 12 instead of 4.
I got it at 10.
Dude, we're splitting hairs. Like, it's so funny.
It's crazy how often that happened, and my my parents just kept on letting me bike. I feel like I had to have just always made excuses for like how long it took me to get home from like baseball or something.
I got mugged on my way home, sorry. But yeah, like my perception of like cities and shit is so much different compared to like what they are. Everything is so much smaller once you like learn all of like a town or something. It's like, damn, this is actually tiny as shit.
I think my earliest memory, it's at 2 or 3. I think I was 2 or 3 years old.
What'd you do?
But I was, I was sitting at a table across from my brother, and I was eating the fucking, like the chocolate chip cookie cereal.
Oh, what is it called? Oh,
Dude, I don't know.
I
I
would
have
always
no
want
idea.
it. I would always want it, but my mom would never get it.
Yeah, it was one of the few times that we were able to actually get that shit. 'Cause my mom would never let us get that.
With the wolf on the cover.
Yes, dude.
Yeah,
Dude, my mom never let me get those. I
it
don't
was
get
just
the
it was
logic.
one of those few times. And I was
Cookie
watching a
Crisp.
TV show. I used to remember Cookie Crisp. Yeah,
That's like
I
a
used to remember what TV show was playing in this memory, but I don't anymore.
unfortunate.
That's awesome. When I was like in first or second grade, I honestly don't remember. Um, my
I
class.
thought you were going into a story. Dude, when I
Yeah,
was
I
in
am.
first or second grade, I don't remember anything.
No, no, no.
When I
I know.
was
I
in
was like,
first second grade, I was like I don't remember anything.
I'm not Joe Biting this quickly because I have a train of thought this time.
Help! Help!
No, but if it's it's first or second grade, but my class had a king or queen every day where they get to sit in the cool ass chair. And I remember it being my turn to be king, and I was like, "Damn, this shit's cool as fuck." And I remember, I remember
What kind of chair?
it was like coolly designed. It had like it was comfortable and shit, and you get to read in it. That was your reading chair.
Oh,
Hell
sick.
yeah.
Everyone else had to sit in their desks.
Yeah, and you got the fucking
Damn.
you got the throne. And I remember so having so much power in that position. I was like, I want more of it. So I don't have to wait until it's my
You
turn
got
again.
power hungry.
I got
I
power
feel like
hungry.
I remember something about a reading chair.
This was
I just remember it being a thing, but I don't remember anything about it.
this was back in my old school before I came to the school I graduated from.
What school is that?
Um, hold on, I can put it in the chat, and you guys probably don't even know it.
I remember being in first grade, and or no, it was kindergarten, and I remember nap time laying on the mats, and I was like, I bet if I just like didn't respond to her telling us to get up, I could just sleep more, and I could,
Yeah,
and I just could, and I remember she was talking about Abraham Lincoln while I was like, dude, they don't even know I'm awake right now, dude.
Don't even know.
They don't even know I'm not
you
like
mean so
about this
sneaky? You
shit.
mean so sneaky?
Yeah, that
Oh,
was the one area I
you would
remember.
be from a place like this, Ian.
What
Well,
kind
that's
of,
where
where's Ian from?
Looking mass. Just from a
it,
disgusting place. That's all you need to know. From a place that I would expect Ian to be from.
I don't even know
You
what that
just gonna
means.
take this shit
It's not
in?
even like it's not even like a bad area. The school's kind of bad, sure, but it's not like a bad area.
I'm not saying it's a bad area.
When you say it's disgusting, I assume you mean it's bad. Like, I'm
No.
sorry, that's just the connotation you get from that.
Just morally disgusting.
There's nothing. Okay,
Interesting
but
coming from you, Devin.
yeah, buddy,
Yeah,
Morally disgusting.
reprehensible.
that's a crazy word. I like that word. Reprehensible. That's a good word.
I renounce you, Ian.
Why? What I do, man? You're just hating because you don't got the vocabulary. And
Yeah, I just
represent them.
vocabbed on your dumbass.
You were renounced me? Nah, bro. Announced whatever.
What's your lingo? What's your
Oh no,
what's your
I wasn't
dictionary
saying.
lingo you got in that?
No, I was just saying shit. I was just saying that's a good word for Devin.
I just don't think you should be calling the shots.
No, but this school was in between two districts because the two districts weren't. I needed to get the funding for it. That's why it's two different counties.
That's awesome. Well, guys, that's the end of the show. Goodbye forever.